That's why I'm asking a question. You're ranting and raving, getting nowhere. I'm asking a question. Did he assault you, sir?
No. He was trying to get in, and I didn't let him in. So we bumped into each other.
Okay.
So, this is the thing. I want him to understand that he can't come in here with the dog that way. He can't.
It needs to be on a leash, even if it's a service dog. What's her name?
Muhammad, stop. You gotta stop. Put your hand behind your back. You got a warrant.
A warrant? Hold on.
Listen, no.
Let go of your arm. Let go of the dog. A warrant. Let go of the dog. Let go of the dog. You got a warrant. That dog didn't fight you. No. It's a bad day.
You gotta put the dog down. Guess what? You put the dog down right now. You gotta put the dog down.
Put your hand behind your back.
But just put it down.
Find somebody to watch.
Hold on, please put her down.
Listen.
Dog down.
Go.
Put the dog down. You gotta put the dog down because I'm gonna have to.
Please call my sensei first.
Put the dog down. I'm gonna have to.
Please call my sensei first.
It's a dog. That dog's gonna get hurt.
Please call my
You gotta
sensei
let it out.
first.
You can't, man. I'll take you like this.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, put
Put him up against the wall here. I cannot believe this.
Relax.
I cannot believe this, man. Stop. Officer.
To the ground. Here you go.
No.
Here you go. Right there.
Please stop.
Go back up.
Forward. 2300, another unit. Relax, dude.
My son,
Yeah, supervisor.
some hobble.
I got a hobble in my car.
No, stay right here until we get the other officer.
Get off.
Get the hobble. Yeah, no, stay on him.
We're out of juice. So Lucas. So Lucas.
Relax, dude. Relax, dude. You need to relax, bro.
Can I breathe?
Relax, dude. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Shut up.
Hold right there.
What?
Hold him right there.
Right here?
Yeah,
Yes.
put the hobbles on.
Stop! Go.
Do we have any hobbles?
They're coming.
Stop moving right now.
Stop.
Stop it. Come on, arms up this way. There you go. Okay. Work on his legs.
No, work on his arms.
Here you go. I got it.
Watch
I got it.
my hand.
Watch it. I got it.
All right.
Go ahead. Need a hobble on him?
Pull it to the back, leave the hobble.
Okay, put a hobble first, and then we'll move the...
We need cuffs. We need to switch the cuffs first.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Who's got a hobble for the back?
All right.
Mike, you got one in your car?
Step on this foot right here. Just grab that as hard as you can there. Okay?
All right, go. Go get your hobble. Go get him.
Hold on. You got him?
Yep, try it.
See. Right
Put
here.
your left hand behind your back.
Don't resist. Just give it.
It's too late.
Okay.
Okay, one. You got one, we need the other. Grab the other, guys. Muhammad, stop, bro. Stop, bro.
I don't have a hobble. That's fine.
You know, I think I got one. Ready? We'll grab this one. Stop. Hey, I'm gonna switch. Here, grab this one. He's strong as
Bro.
Relax it. We don't want to break your arm, dude.
Don't push on me.
Sure. Watch knife. There you go.
All right.
Alright, perfect. Let's get this other set off so you don't fling that thing.
Watch out, watch out. He's throwing up your football. Sorry, watch out. Call fire right now. Call fire.
Call fire, call fire.
Let's roll him.
Yep. Hold on. Six in the back. Yeah, we've got to make that.
Yeah, keep on our side.
Who's keys or who's cuffs? Got Finex in there somewhere? Taste it.
We're gonna have to.
Big mask, yes.
Mohammed.
And he's dead. I'm yours truly, King Chris. Welcome back to my channel. So this happened about 3 years ago, 2017, and I know with everything that's going on in the media, they didn't really talk about this story much. They didn't cover it. It's out of Phoenix, but we have to share light on all of our brothers and our sisters. Muhammad, as you can clearly see from the video, all he wanted to do was use the bathroom, and he had a service dog. And I get it that the service dog maybe not supposed to go into the bathroom with him, but it's a service dog. And as we know, the white Beckys, the Karens, and the Bowes, they have their service dogs. And they take their service dogs wherever they want to go, and it's never questioned when they say that it's a service dog. This man was mentally challenged. He had suffered from schizophrenia, PSD, depression, bipolar, and he lost his life. And as you can see, the police, the National KKK, Lynching Association of Black and Brown Skinned People, was adamant in the beginning of the video to take him to jail. That's what he wanted to do. So the police was called. He was at a park. He went to use the bathroom. He was homeless. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And you can clearly hear him say that. And I don't see him resisting. I see them handling him with excessive force. They're moving and they're carrying on with him really, really horrible in a very horrible way. And then they are on him with their bodies. They're standing on his body part. As you can see, the man was clearly standing on his arm, hand around his neck. 10 officers on this one black king. And see, here's the thing. These officers that already have complaints. They had complaint after complaint after complaint, but they're still there. They're still there. 2017. And all the officers had complaints, but I want to talk about this one complaint about Kevin McGroom. In 2015, he stomped on someone's neck and kicked 3 of their teeth out, and he's still on the force. Excessive. He's still there. So he was fired, and then he went to the city civil service board, and they reinstated him. As I told you before, the first complaint, and it's legitimate, they need to be eliminated from the process. They don't need to be in law enforcement anymore so that we can eliminate these situations. But as black and brown skinned people, we have no rights. We have nothing to say. This man had a service dog. His service dog can go and accomplish him to the bathroom because it's a service dog. Because it's a service dog. And these officers brutally killed him, 10 of them. And guess what? They all still have their jobs to this day. His sister wants justice. She's fighting for justice for her brother. What do we have to do when you clearly can see in a video in the police body cam video that these men clearly and women clearly murdered this man. See, this was a little different from the George Floyd because there was not anyone out there with the iPhone or whatever kind of phone video recording. This all came from the National KKK Association, Lynching Association of Black People. The degenerates, the race soldiers, killed him for nothing. And they still have a job. We don't get due process. See, like I think it was in Michigan, Detroit, where the white lady, she went into a predominantly black neighborhood and mowed down 3 black women and ran into some houses, knocked over some signs, and guess what? She was taken in peacefully. After she had mowed down 3 people, she was taken in peacefully. She will get her due process. But King Muhammad will not. He will not. We got to share light on all of these stories. Because we got to let these white supremacists, degenerate, and the National KKK, Lynching Association of Black People, the police department know we see you and we know what you're doing and we know what you're about. We got to call them all out. Because it's time for this shit right here to stop. And we will not be silenced. I know that this is a small platform, but as I told you, I will share all the stories with you. And I will continue and continually talk about it. And I will continue to tell you, the police department, it was founded to hunt down black and brown skinned people. It was called the Slave Patrol. And that's what they're doing. They're murdering our black people and they're getting away with it. No consequences at all. It's always their training. Well, when are you going to reform the damn training? It's hurtful as a human being, as a black and brown skinned man. Our lives, they're disregarding our lives like we're animals. And he was so adamant that he wanted the man to say that he assaulted him. The man said no, he did not. In the police report, you know what the white degenerates, the liars, the race soldiers, what the crooked police said? That he assaulted the guy. It was clearly in the video, the guy said, no, he did not assault me. They wanted to find a reason to arrest him. And these 10 unhuman people still have a job. And I'm pretty sure they're still out there doing the same things that they had complaints about. They're still doing it. And they will continue to do it. She's fighting for justice. We got to get these stories out. We got to stand behind all of them. We can't stand behind one. We can't stand behind 2. We got to stand behind all of them, and we got to let them know, I hear you, and I see what you are doing. Black and brown skinned people, we got to come together a little bit more than what we have been doing. They're killing us. 2017, his sister wants justice. He had a service animal. When the white people have their service animals, they're not harassed. When they say that it's a service animal, that's what it is. Because see, whatever they say, because they're white and their privilege card, it stands. They don't get questioned. They don't get harassed. They have their due process. The lady that mowed down 3 people, she got peacefully arrested. They took her out the car, they set her on the side, and they handcuffed her, and they talked to her. And then they took her to the hospital. Muhammad didn't have that chance. George Floyd did not have that chance. Breonna Taylor did not have that chance. Muhammad Arbery did not have that chance. For due process. For an investigation. But that's what they give these white degenerates when it's clearly seen in a video that they murdered him. and they're not getting it, and they don't understand why we're protesting, why we're sounding off on our own platforms, because we want justice. And justice starts with the first complaint. You get rid of them, and they're never able to be in law enforcement again. These race soldiers, these degenerates, they're still on their jobs. We got to start raising our young kids that's coming up. We got to raise them to become lawyers. We got to raise them to become the detectives. Because this shit has to stop. Another king killed for no reason. Because of the white privileged race soldier said so. And then he yells, he's dead. Like it was no big deal that you just killed an innocent man, an unarmed innocent man. Let's get these stories out here. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep the conversation. Let's go. Let's keep it going. If you're in Phoenix and you see these officers, let them know you murdered a man. Call up there to the police department. Call up there to your district attorney's office and demand justice. We have to stand behind one. We got to stand behind all. It's so hurtful. It's so hurtful as a human. It's so hurtful as a black man. We don't get due process. This man had mental illness. No one cares. Royals, we got to come together. We got to continue to fight justice. We got to stand behind Muhammad's sister and let her know we got your back, girl. We hear you. We there with you. These murderers has to be stopped. Until we meet again, stay up, 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 never down. Black and brown skinned people. And everyone else, I love you guys. Let's do right. Let's call them out when we see them. Until we meet again, may God bless.